touch the sky. Tonight we're coming alive.
God. Anyway, since I've still got you unmuted, we're going on to best video games now. So the first honourable mention is EU4 or Europe. Josh.
Europa Universalis 4.
Exactly.
In other words, it is the latest grand strategy game of Paradox. It is probably one of the fastest selling strategy games there's been for a long time. It is amazing from what I've played. It's endlessly replayable. Different things happen each time. So many different countries to play, different start dates, DLC even now. It's actually quite cheap as well. So for the price,
yeah, I think I've got just to interrupt you here. I think I actually got a picture of the DLC that's coming out. I think it's like British Legion or something. American Dream.
It's
American Dream DLC.
That is one of the DLCs. However, there is a new one coming out like recently that is called, I believe it's Conquest of Paradise. It's where the Americas change every time you play the game.
Ah, right, so, nice. Yeah,
that'd be quite interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, so I'm going to be doing a lot of EU4 on my channel, so if you're interested in strategy and that sort of stuff, come check me out.
Yeah,
and a lot of zombie stuff, so...
Link in the description to Josh's channel, as well as at the end of the video and at the start of the video.
No screenshot of all the Batman. No screenshot of all the Batman either. That doesn't need to be there.
Oh, God. Anyway, as well as that, another honourable mention is XCOM. Now, I really liked it, and it's a strategy game, but I like it, so it really should. And I'm more of the platformer kind of one, as seen by the Sonic Generations intro and the Sonic the Hedgehog playthrough that I'm doing on my channel right now, and Minecraft being a platformer as well, of sorts.
I believe I was the one who introduced you to XCOM, wasn't I, actually?
Yes, you were. And I really loved it. It's just fun to watch as well, even if you're not playing. Just watching and interacting with your friend who's playing it. It's really fun.
Cough, because that doesn't relate to any situations we've been in ever.
Yeah.
But, actually, speaking of XCOM, there is a new. I don't know if it's another game or a new DLC that has come out. But it's the Enemy Within one. You know, XCOM Enemy Within. And actually, interesting little fact about XCOM. Before it was like a big game, it was actually a PC game that was just like run on. It's like just an online game.
Yeah, wasn't it in the like early 2000s or late 90s? I think.
Yeah, something like that. It's a really old game.
Yeah.
In terms of like compared to most things. Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you. You may want to come back in when I introduce the winner of this category, but other than that, mute yourself as I talk about the next honourable mention, the Stanley Parable. Now, as you've probably seen from what... mute yourself. Anyway, the Stanley Parable is the final honourable mention for best video game of this year. Now, some of you may be surprised why I didn't put Sonic Lost World or something into the list. I really didn't like it that much. I do like a few levels of Sonic Lost World, but really it didn't compare to other Sonic games. But anyway, Stanley Parable is a playthrough that I'm doing on my channel right now, and it's a multiple choice based kind of game where the story it kind of adapts but not really to the choice that you make. For example, going through the left door, going through the right door, going down an elevator, going up an elevator, going downstairs, jumping off a lift, one of the cargo lifts, not getting off the cargo lift. Anyway, and I really like the way that it's done. The satire and the voice actor that does the narrator, that I've called Nathan, and other people have called them differently. I just really, really like the game. It's just so nice. It's got brilliant story, very nice multiple choices, and really you'll just have to stick along with me for the rest of the playthrough. And if you want, buy the game, which you should. You should buy all these games and DVDs for Doctor Who and movies and songs and CDs of songs, or digital download anyway. The best video game of 2013 is The Walking Dead video game. I'm counting this as it was released in the compilation was released in 2013, and Season 2 and 400 Days DLC was released this year. Now, I really love story games. I really love, and really the story is what grips me, as well as good gameplay, of course. To keep going with a game. And there are a lot of games that I play for a while and then just get bored of. For example, I'll say Alan Wake, because I can see it over there on my bookshelf. Well, book / sheet DVD / game shelf. Anyway, I did like how it started out, but the repetitive gameplay and of Alan Wake and the story didn't really hold up for me. But The Walking Dead, oh my gosh, it's just got a brilliant story, and as I believe I said in the best character, it just adapts as you move along, and it's just brilliant. And the character of Lee is really good, depending on how you play him, and it really shows off the connection. And I believe it's how actually real people would interact with each other in if The Walking Dead actually did happen. And Clementine is great. Lee is great, even though he's kind of our character. You could have named him Norman for all I care, or Stanley, or Jeff. But anyway, and all the other characters are great, although I do feel that some decisions drastically change how a guy feels about you in when it's just one tiny decision. That's as far as I'm going to say about that, else I'll be diving into spoiler territory, and nobody really likes spoilers, do they? Anyway, Josh.
Even though the game's been out.
Yeah, anyway, Josh,
Yes.
would you like to give your thoughts on The Walking Dead?
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd also love to get my enter key fixed because it keeps sending a link to people and it's really annoying me. But that's besides the point. Yeah, The Walking Dead's just a really good game. First time I watched it, I either watched Hannah play it or I
Yogscast Hannah.
watched yeah, or I watched PewDiePie play it. I can't remember. I also watched Cry play it as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a good YouTuber. You should check him out.
Cry just has the best voice ever.
So.
Anyway, yeah, but The Walking Dead is just so good. It's like it's like there are fixed events. There's some things you cannot do, some things you cannot change, but some things you do affect. And what you affect, it's quite interesting to see how different people play the game.
Yeah, for example, the deaths of one character, or the death of one character and the living of another, or the way certain people look at you, such as Clementine's view on Lee, changes depending on how you treat her.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops! I think I just whoops. Technical difficulties.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's our favorite video. That's mine and Josh's favorite video games of 2013, and The Walking Dead being the best, in our opinion. Anyway, thank you, Josh, for joining in. I'll take the last section by myself.
No problem. Jana. Bye bye, boys and girls.
Check out his channel in the description below or at the end of the video, but be sure to stay along for the best movies of 2013. And one of the honourable mentions I'll start off with is Monsters University. Now, I really like this as it kind of went into different tones than the actual that I think would let me start it again. It really goes into the kind of tones of finding who you are, and that you may not be the best, and that trying hard is a better achievement. And in Sully's character, it shows that just because you've got a family legacy doesn't mean that you're a top grade student, and that working hard is its own reward. It also shows the kind of friendship development of monsters of Mike and Sully, and it's a really, really good bond that they bring, as well as the kind of funny irony that comes with the bit, like Randall being Mike's friend to start off with at the start of this movie, although it turns into an enemy in Monsters Inc. And I think it's a great prequel, to be honest. Not a lot of prequels can do that. I'm looking at you, Star Wars original trilogy. No, not original trilogy. Goddamn prequels. Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones. God damn. But anyway, the second honourable mention is The World's End. Now, I really like this. This is the third part of the trilogy that isn't really linked, but is linked by the actors, but not by the actual story. It stars Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, and it's and I really like the kind of humour, even though it's a bit adultish for some people. And to be honest, Simon Pegg really shows the vulnerability of his character, and that and that he really just wants to stay stay as it used to be, because he can't really get anywhere. But spoilers. And because this is running off on really long, my last honourable mention is 4 to the Dark World. Now, this film, although it has a lackluster villain, I really like the dynamics of Loki's character and Thor's brotherly thing, and I do like how all the characters mixed together and are like best friends. I'm sure they are in real life as well. And the sets are absolutely brilliant. Asgard looks amazing. It also gives us a good perspective of the different worlds apart from Asgard and Earth. Gives us a look at I can't remember. It gives us a look at one of Thor's friends' worlds, and also the Dark Worlds, as seen in the title. But I do feel that the villains is a bit, which is why it's not. Even though it is an honourable mention, it's not the best movie. And as for the best movie, this is Frozen. Oh my gosh, Frozen. Yes, it is the best movie of 2013. No doubt about it. Even though this is an opinions video, or videos, due to time I think it's been going on for. It has great songs. Let It Go being one of the best, if not the best, as seen in my best music songs. It is the best, as well as for the first time in forever Reprise, as well, and all the songs that are played by Anna, who are sung by Anna, who is played by Kirsten Bell, and Elsa, who's played by Idina Menzel. Those songs where they sing, the songs that they sing are, in my opinion, the best in the movie, and it just has a great songs, full stop, and great music. The story is fantastic. It's absolutely brilliant. It's well paced. It's got very good humour and Easter egg, if you haven't spotted it already. But Rapunzel and Flynn Rider are in for the first time in forever video. Try and find where they are. But anyway, it has great story, and you really get a sense of the characters, even though you don't really get much character out of the main 5 or 6, depending on preference. But Olaf is a great, and it's really good bond between the sisters. Hans, great voice actor, great character. Wow. And Christoph, brilliantly voice acted. And yeah, and I'll go more in depth in a review that will be coming out probably nearer next winter, because Christmas film, even though it's set in the summer. But let's not think about that. Anyway, this has been the top of the 2013 list. Thank you all for watching. It's been fun. It's been fun making this with Josh and Timewarpers. Keep on.